Hello and welcome to Mayday Media. I'll be pointing out some articles online. Let me get here to where I need to be. One of them here is Samsung showcases world's first 18.1-inch foldable LED display. We've also got some slidables, or what they call rollables. These I think are going to be where it's at here probably soon. I mean, the things you'll be able to do with these little suckers, the handheld games alone. We're going to look into some shape-shifting humanoid robots that are headed for production lines, I believe, by 2026. I don't have any real actual video of these, but I have the CGI video of them. And I'm kind of hoping this is what they're going to look like. These are bad. They look to be pretty agile. It's probably those wheels are what you need. Actually, that's going to be more efficient. They ain't got to calculate the steps as long as they're on a nice, smooth, even area. We're going to look at a video of the new Flex. We're going to look at the Chinese automaker that's making these things. This is the CGI stuff. And we're going to look at Bitcoin. First, before we do all that, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel in case you're into this type of stuff. Samsung showcases world's first 18.1-inch foldable OLED display. Samsung displayed a bevy of new flexible OLED display solutions at CES 2025. Probably the highlight of its innovation exhibition is what it claims to be the world's first 18.1-inch foldable. They had a 17-inch, but this device seems to be so snappy named, with Samsung's daily suggestion that it can be a tablet, laptop, monitor, all three. It sounds like it was designed for other companies to integrate into consumer products. Here's the Windows. So one of the first uses may be the successor to the 17-inch foldable device, like the HP Spectre foldable, reported in the 2023. Other PC makers like Asus also made devices based on Samsung's 17-inch folding OLED technology. So this is going to be one of the biggest ones, I guess, 18.1. I'm not a big fan of the folder, but I do kind of like the rollable ideas. I mean, the folders didn't have those creases in them, and you could get a case around them. That's another thing, is finding a case for these things. Samsung display has a bevy of new OLED. Or wait, no, let's go down here. Okay, now here's the these are the slidable ones. Now, doesn't that make a little more sense for it to slide out like that? And what they have is some kind of a roller design that rolls out. Pretty unique. Here's a smaller little tablet deal. And then here's a cell phone. See how it's slid up? So just imagine how much real estate that saves. Now imagine if that sucker slid from both the top and the bottom. I mean, you could really save some real estate, and you got a way bigger screen too. That would be great. Samsung Rollables, which it calls slidables. This is a type of screen finally ready for prime time. Samsung displayed showcase 3 slidable slide screen options for device makers at CES. As a side note, we have already reported that the Lenovo ThinkBook Plus with the rollable screen already coming to consumers, spotted in a leak ahead of the new year. Samsung Solo Flex looks great for this kind of laptop. It can expand from a compact 13 inches to the 17.3 inches at the user's whim. That was the big one. And then here's the 8.1 to 12.4 inches, and then the 5.1 to 6.7 inch. Let's look at this video here. Check that out. I mean, yeah, is that not badass? I mean, I almost think that is better than the foldables, really. And just imagine the compact gaming, handheld gaming stuff you'll be able to do. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a kicker. Shape-shifting humanoid robots head for production lines. Now that's probably the way they're supposed to look. They do look a little bit formidable, don't they? but still fucking cool. China's fifth largest car maker, GAC, Guangzhou Automobile Group, has unveiled a humanoid robot that can move around on either 2 or 4 wheels and incorporate 38 degrees of freedom. The third generation GoMate robots are aimed at production line duties as well as applications in logistics, security, healthcare, and education. Yes, security, just because they're on the wheels. State-owned GAC is planning to start production components of the robot, such as flexible hands, miniature servodrives, and axial-flux joint motors this year. Before embarking on the actual production of the humanoid robots in 2026, and then moving on to mass production. The first uses are expected to be industrial and security applications. It is 4-wheel mode. The robot is 1.4 meters tall and can climb stairs and slopes and cross obstacles. In its 2-wheel mode, the robot is 1.75 meters tall and takes up less space. The variable wheel structure not only improves the robot's adaptability and stability in complex environments, but also cuts energy use by more than 80% energy compared to some rival technologies. And I'm guessing that's because it can just drop down and then just sit on the 4 wheels instead of having to balance with the gyroscope. GAC demonstrated the robot's precision motion control at a recent launch for GoMate in Shanghai. I don't know where this came from because I looked for all this stuff. The robot incorporates an autonomous visual driving algorithm as well as SLAM, simulation, localization, and mapping algorithm, which supports a transition from 2-dimensional to spatial intelligence. Large multi-modal models in the cloud will allow the robot to respond to complex human voice commands within milliseconds using a 3D GS scene reconstruction technology and immersive VR heads-up display. Developing axial-flux motors to drive the GoMate's robot joints. Yeah, that's about all the article. Here's a... I'm pretty sure this is all CGI though. I mean, this is not real. Okay, that's real there. Looks like that's real. See, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Okay, that's obviously CGI. I mean, this is CGI. All this is CGI. That's CGI. So, I just haven't seen the real version of it. Anyway, that's that. Let's hit some Bitcoin stuff. Okay, first things first. Here we are. Looks like we're going to set up a new range in between 100, right around 101 maybe. In between there, probably 103. I think we have to break up over the 103,000 and stay there for a while, and then we'll go back up. But I still see a big fall coming at some point. I mean, it's got to decompress and hammer back down. I'm guessing 75, maybe all the way down to 60. I got my stop loss in at 84 for Bitcoin, just to show you that I do have a little skin in the game here. There's me, and then so I've got that much in the U.S. There's Bitcoin. I've got some other things there. I've got stop losses set up. If it goes up, fine. If not, fine. I've got the cash to buy in when she's closer to the bottom, and then ride her back up. But I still think we've got to go back up to 140,000. But I think we got to come back down first, and then she's going to bounce back up. It seems to be that she does that whenever she's on this super bull market like this. But again, it is Bitcoin. I mean, anything can happen. If you're not into any kind of markets or something, I would at least put a couple hours in kind of researching to see if it's worth it for you. because there's going to be a day when uh, you're you're not going to be able to work for other companies. You won't be able to handle it. I mean, it's going to be all just shit. You can barely deal with the things now. If you can find a way to sit at home, make a little money, that'd be the way to do it. Go overseas, use the dollar, things like that. Anyway, till next time. See ya.